Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm really excited to be sharing a flip through of my October daily. I am done with my 2020 October daily. I'm really excited to share this flip through with you guys and kind of just dig in. So let's remove this from my Traveler's Notebook cover. I bought this cover, by the way, from Studio Calico, and I'm so in love. It's so pretty. I love that it's like that frosty look and you can kind of see the cover, and I'm going to use it for all my October dailies. So it's going to fit at least 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's start. I do have process videos. If you have not seen my process videos, I will link it up at the eye for you, but I have a whole playlist for my October daily. This year I kept it simple. I just used a Everyday Explorers Traveler's Notebook, and I believe it's the number 4 Traveler's Notebook at Everyday Explorers. And I used the Hey Pumpkin collection. Oh, before I start, I get a lot of questions about my title here. I stamped that using a Carrie Bradford stamp set. Again, I'll try to link everything down in the description box for you, but I kept it simple. I used the Hey Pumpkin collection to cover my intro page here and just added the October calendar. I was using Serena B's prompts. Some days I used the prompts from Serena B and sometimes I did not and kind of used my own, but the majority of the time I used Serena B's prompts. So day 1 was documenting, I think it was favorite traditions. And I documented little things about how my daughter and I go to Target every year, try out all the costumes, take pictures, have a lot of fun. So I did a little collage for that. Day 2 was all about movies, watching scary movies. I can't handle really scary movies, so we chose like, scary-ish movies and fun Halloween movies. So again, I always had my journaling on the bottom, my dates, and then kind of decorated the top. And by the way, it's so chunky. It's chunkier at the top because that's where I add my stickers and my paper and all that good stuff. Day 3 is, let's see, Crafty hauls. So I did choose to document just a photo of my Halloween haul. And it really wasn't a haul because I used the products that I had on hand, which I was really keen on doing. So I just documented that, talking about my favorite snack for fall. And it's a Middle Eastern dessert that I really, really love. And it's so yummy. Day 5, I believe it was a selfie, and I just added selfies that I did through Instagram, I believe, or Snapchat, or I can't remember, one of those. But I created this background myself, stamping out using a Close to My Heart, I think it was the Beautiful Characters stamp set. And I tried to mix and match, like just kind of stamp my own background on one page, use pattern paper on the opposite page, just so this doesn't get too bulky. And it kind of worked. It helped a lot. Oh, and this one was talking about something warm and cozy, and hot cocoa to me is warm and cozy. So I documented that. As you can see, I used a lot of my stickers. I really wanted to use the sticker and the ephemera packs that I had, and I did a good job. I actually finished 2 sticker sheets, which is pretty awesome, like one of those large 12 by 12 ones. On day 7, it's all about your home decor for fall or Halloween. I don't go all out like decorating and stuff. So usually it's a little pumpkin, my owl, and they come out with my candles and I'm good to go. So that's how far I go with the decorating. So I documented that, documenting my favorite villain. And I just did the same kind of situation that I did here with the stamping, but this time around, I just kept the stamping behind and around my photo and a little bit of stickers here and there. I always say this, you really don't have to add much to get the effect you're looking for. And it's nice to kind of mix and match something like this. There's a lot going on, but then on the opposite side, it's just like a little pocket with photos. So you can kind of mix and match. It's actually more pleasant looking at something that's busy but flows to calmness, if that makes sense. But if all of it is busy, it's just chaos. So it's more pleasant to have something busy, but at the same time, somewhere where your eyes can kind of calm down and, focus on one thing, if that makes sense. So anyways, for day 9, I was documenting pumpkins, and I love the spread so much. I love the stamp set, the alphas. They're just so pretty. I was able to use some of Inna Creative Bubbles ephemera there, or die cuts. I created a pocket on the opposite side, literally just added a 3x4 card on my pocket, added a photo and some more like little tags and cards, trying to use up my stash and make this like more interactive. So especially that it's in a traveler's notebook. I love how that turned out. And I think day 10 was talking about like what I'm working on or something like that. Day 11 is baking for me. Yeah, I was documenting what my daughter and I baked. We did some really yummy cupcakes, just added a frame around my photo. Day 12, I believe it was like your favorite drink, if I'm not mistaken. So I just kind of documented my love for Starbucks pumpkin cream cold brew, one of my favorites. Again, another simple layout here. I stamped the Hey Pumpkin and the spider web, added a few stickers and called it done. Day 13 was pumpkin patches. We didn't really go to a pumpkin patch, but I got a few photos at our local farmer, added some color cast design ghosts. They're so adorable. Kind of trying to go busy on one side and then mute it down a little bit on the opposite side and use my stamps as well. I used my frame stamp for day 14, just documenting where I stand in the change of the weather, like green grass, then not green grass, and then leaves, no leaves, all that good stuff. And just created this frame wall. Love it. I use the Ton Stamp frame stamp, and it's one of my favorites. Just created this really fun wall for my photos, added Happy Halloween, and that's about it. So again, trying to kind of mix it up with the stamping and the papers and embellishments, just so this doesn't bulk up too fast and get too big. Day 15, I know I mentioned this was not one of my favorites because I didn't get the effect that I was looking for. I kind of wanted this big cluster of die cuts on the side of my photo, but it's okay. It's actually grown on me a little bit. And then this was just kind of documenting Happy Mail, documenting my favorite Halloween of all time. So I added my photos. This was back when we were living in Dubai, and my kids were so young and adorable. And I wanted to document that. Just add a little tag. That's about it. Just to add some interest to my little pocket here. And used my stickers to add the bats and stars to kind of look like they're coming out of my pocket. Really fun. I even trimmed down this pocket. It was a large like goodie bag that I trimmed down to a small one so I can add my photos and tags. Day 17 is, again, I think like another tradition about going to my friends for Halloween, having dinner, giving out candy, all that good stuff. So this one was another simple one where I just stamped out got candy and then created clusters of candy around my friend and I's picture here. A lot of fun. I was trying to do something similar to this layout here. Over here, I just used gray ink and then just a pop of color. But on this one, I did more of an ombre effect, and I started with the black down to the gray, to the lighter shade of gray. Love how that turned out. Documenting something funny, which made me laugh so hard when my son came down with this mustache. It was just ridiculous. And I added my journaling about it. I love how that turned out. These two pages together just worked out really nicely. Day 19, I used my own prompt because I did get to vote on that day, so I wanted to document it. And all I did was I had this vote sticker from Etsy, and I purposely purchased it with the orange to match Georgia's I voted tag or sticker. So I added the sticker and literally just added the tombstone and a banner and called it done. Day 20, I am documenting sweater weather. I bought this adorable sweater online. It says I'm speaking, and I just kind of built off of that. I trimmed this off of a 4x4 card and this one as well. So I always recommend this to use your cards to back up your photos or to trim out and use them as embellishments. It's a really good way to use up those cards. Day 21, documenting candy and our love for candy. And I just kind of journaled about how we always choose certain types of candy that each family member likes, just in case we don't, give them all away. So we still have candy that we like. I just literally did my own background, stamping some candy in the background and using some big die cuts here to fill out the space. This one worked out really well. Day 22 was about favorites, like documenting favorites from the month. So I kind of documented some Middle Eastern cookies that I really, really love, what I was watching, favorite photo for the month, voting, just little things like that. And I had this banner in one of my sticker sheets, I think the Hey Pumpkin collection, and it fit perfectly. I promise you, I did not think that through, but the Boo to You fit nicely. So I went with it and just added a pop of color using some word stickers and called it done. I think these two are another favorite of mine in my October daily. These stickers do not stick down, like they keep coming off. I'm telling you, I'm constantly sticking them down. That kind of makes me sad that they do not stick down. So just a heads up if you have those stickers. Anyways, these are favorites, documenting a story from my childhood, a haunted house. Now, that's not the house that we thought was haunted, but I couldn't find it online. I looked, you guys. I really wanted to find that house. My parents forgot the addresses. They don't remember, things like that. So I just took a photo from Google and used that. It still works because I do have the journaling about that story. And I love this large house from the Hey Pumpkin collection. It just worked out perfectly and I just made it work. I really wanted to add that larger house die cut. So I love how that turned out. So fun. And the story behind it, it's a childhood story that I really wanted to document. Documenting my daughter's birthday. I went off track here with the prompts and that's okay because obviously I had to document her birthday and just added my photo and a little tag with some stickers and journaled about that and added happy birthday Bean. My daughter has a lot of nicknames, so that's one of them. Day 25, just kind of talking about things that scares me. It was one of the prompts, I think, documenting something scary. And this is something that's scary to me as a mother, saying goodbye to my son, letting him, go back on campus and things like that, especially now with the COVID-19 going on. But I love how this turned out. I think I trimmed out a 4x4 card maybe, or a 4x6 card, and added my photo in the center with some stickers and stamping. A lot of fun. Again, documenting my daughter's birthday. This was her party, so it was party. A few of her friends came over, but this one was her birthday, so I wanted to document that. I worked on these in one of my lives. See, there we go again with the stickers. Not fun at all. I keep saying I need to go back in and stick them all down because it's just not happening. They're just going to keep falling off, but I'll remember to do that. Anyways, so I did these and the next two, I think, in one of my lives. And day 27 was about talking about something black, and I decided to document my leggings because that's all I've been wearing lately. Then I'm talking about our favorite little pet here, Mr. Stitch, and I created a little tag thing, flip, and just added that to my project here. I stamped the background. This is a close to my heart stamp set that I really, really love and tend to use a lot with Stitch is photos. Documenting crafting with friends, had a blast that day. And that day was kind of messed up because we lost power from the hurricane, but our power came through right before our crafty date, which made me very, very happy. So I documented that, added a few stickers and my photo. And by the way, for my photos, I've been changing my photos into Polaroids so they can look like Polaroids. And I use Instalab app to do that. It's really easy to do for day 30, documenting fall, and just took a picture of the trees, added some cards and little things, knickknacks here and there. Then used my stickers to create little clusters around that, some stamping, and we're done with day 30. Then we get to day 31, which is Halloween, and we did absolutely nothing for Halloween. I don't think I expected that we were going to be doing anything for Halloween, just because, you know, with COVID and everything. So we had just decided that we would bake, make some popcorn, and watch some scary movies. But that didn't happen. Life got in the way. I did journal about that. We had to pick up my son from UGA. So what I decided to do was to just create a collage of some of my favorite Halloweens with the kids growing up and different costumes of theirs. That made more sense, kind of documenting just photos of them when they were babies, wearing their costumes, when they're a little bit older. So I like this so much more than me documenting what we did for Halloween, just because basically I had nothing to document for Halloween. And that's okay. I always say this: document your stories, don't make up stories. This is not a project for everyone. This is a project for me and my family. And I'm going to be true to myself and document the truth, if that makes sense. So don't go trying to outdo everybody else and outdo other stories. You want to tell yours, so document yours. And this told my story on Halloween Day. This is what happened, and I want to fill it out. So choosing photos from previous Halloweens made more sense to me, if that makes sense. So literally added that, stamped out Halloween. I think this is the Jordan stamp set from Carrie Bradford. Add my journaling, a lot of little stickers here and there, and called it done. And I love this spread. I love how it turned out. So fun. Represented Halloween and represented this whole album, honestly, or Traveler's Notebook. It's one of my favorites. I can't believe I never did an October daily before. This turned out so much fun. I love the simplicity of it. Well, I kept it simple, so I love the simplicity of it. Came together pretty quickly. I did not expect that. And of course, it did come together quickly because I had my stash ready on hand in a little basket. I had, you know, a system going, so I didn't struggle and I finished it in time. Again, if you have not seen any of those videos, I will link them up at the eye for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my October daily process videos. Now we're moving into Thankful 30, so I hope you enjoyed those as well. But that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.